The valley of Elah, a fertile strip of land nestled between rolling hills, was a place of vibrant life. Now, it was a stage set for conflict. Two armies faced each other, separated by the valley floor. On one side stood the Israelites, their faces etched with fear. On the other side, the Philistines, a mighty army led by a giant. The air crackled with tension, a silent prelude to the bloodshed to come. The fate of Israel hung precariously, their hopes dwindling with each passing day.
The Philistine army, confident and intimidating, seemed invincible. Their ranks were filled with seasoned warriors, their armor glinting in the sun. Their presence radiated an aura of power, further demoralizing the already fearful Israelites.
The sun beat down on the valley, reflecting off the bronze shields and spear tips, a shimmering reminder of the impending battle. The Israelites, so brave, were clearly the underdogs. Their fear was palpable, a heavy shroud over their hearts. Years of conflict had taken their toll, leaving them weary and apprehensive.
The vastness of the Philistine army, coupled with the sheer size of their champion, seemed insurmountable. Each day, the Philistine giant strode out from their ranks, his booming voice echoing across the valley. His challenge was a venomous snake, slithering into the hearts of the Israelite soldiers, poisoning their courage with fear. The Israelites trembled, their faith shaken to its core. Goliath, a mountain of a man, towered over the battlefield. He stood a head taller than the tallest Philistine, his shadow stretching across the valley floor like a dark omen. His armor, a fearsome spectacle of bronze and iron, glinted menacingly in the sunlight. Each piece was meticulously crafted, a testament to his status as the champion of the Philistines.
His voice, when he spoke, was like thunder echoing across the valley floor. Every word was a barb, laced with disdain and a challenge. His words were not merely a challenge to battle, but a direct assault on the Israelites' God, a blatant act of defiance against the Almighty. He challenged the Israelites to send forth their champion, mocking their God.
This video was proudly sponsored by Goliath, the best browser for multi-accounting. That was a brief moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to our video.
Their courage.
40 days and 40 nights this giant taunted the Israelites. 40 days and 40 nights, fear gnawed at their hearts. The soldiers cowered, their spirits crushed under the weight of Goliath's threats. He was a symbol of Philistine might, a colossal obstacle that seemed impossible to overcome. Each day the Israelite army hoped for a miracle. Each day their hopes dwindled.
Their king, Saul, a head taller than any man in Israel, was paralyzed with fear. He paced in his tent, his armor feeling heavy, his heart heavier. He looked at his soldiers, their faces etched with despair, and felt a profound sense of helplessness.
Far from the battlefield, in the quiet pastures of Bethlehem, a young shepherd named David tended to his father's flock. David, the youngest of 8 sons, was a youth of remarkable courage and unwavering faith. He was known for his skill with a sling, able to fell a lion or a bear with a single stone. He moved with the grace of a seasoned hunter, his senses attuned to the rhythms of nature.
One day, David's father, Jesse, tasked him with delivering food to his brothers on the front line. David, ever dutiful, set off on his journey, his heart filled with concern for his siblings. He was a young man on a mission, unaware that he was walking into the heart of a conflict that would change his life and the course of history.
As David approached the Israelite camp, the sounds of Goliath's booming voice reached him. He was taken aback by the giant's size and the fear that gripped the Israelite army, even his own brothers. He listened in astonishment as Goliath hurled his daily insults, his words dripping with arrogance and contempt.
David, his heart filled with righteous anger, couldn't fathom the fear that paralyzed his people. He saw not a giant, but a bully, defying the God of Israel. His faith, pure and unyielding, wouldn't allow him to stand by and watch as his people trembled in fear. He stepped forward, his voice filled with the conviction of youth and faith. "I will go and fight this Philistine." His words, though spoken by a shepherd boy, carried the weight of a seasoned warrior.